Soil and water conservation works on Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam underway. South Sudan unveils new diplomatic strategy to strengthen relations with the Sudan. Those are the main headlines in this news edition. Hello, welcome to ETV News. I'm Shmal Islamma. The Federal Police and National Intelligence and Security Joint Task Force disclosed that 2 small cylinders were found at the Bole International Airport on August the 11th. In a statement the task force sent to ERTA, the gas cylinders were found by janitors at the international terminal waiting room of the airport. Pertinent experts have proved the cylinders to be easily flammable and dangerous, and the makeup of the cylinders is under investigation, it was noted. The task force is conducting a strong investigation to catch the perpetrators by establishing a special fact-finding team. Energy consultant Gur Energy is providing wind monitoring and analysis services for the first phase of the 400 megawatts of wind farm development in Debre Birhan. Terra Global Energy Developers, the first U.S. energy developer to enter Ethiopia's wind industry, elected the consultant to support a 12-month wind measurement campaign as part of the project's technical and financial feasibility stage. The consultancy has provided a preliminary 6-month energy yield analysis, providing Terra with an annual energy production of the project, with advice on wind farm layout and wind turbine generator model selection. Following the completion of the 12-month measurement campaign in October 2013, the consultant will provide a full bank-grade site suitability report and energy yield analysis, which would allow Terra to obtain the necessary lenders' funding approval to advance the project into construction. Amara Technical and Vocational Enterprises Bureau said more than 2,000 micro and small enterprises have been transformed to medium level. Public relations head with the Bureau, Zelalem Nuguse, said the enterprises were able to transform their status through creating asset by increasing the amount of their deposit. Previously, the enterprises had been engaged in metal and woodworks, food preparation, construction and urban agriculture. The Bureau is reported to have created over 340,000 jobs to movers engaged in micro and small enterprises in the just concluded Ethiopian fiscal year. Soil and water conservation activities to prevent the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Hydropower Dam from siltation are well in progress. The National Council for Public Mobilization for construction of the dam disclosed that 23 billion birr worth of activities had been carried out so far through public participation. Slashida Musa has the story.
The National Council for Public Mobilization of the Grand Ethiopian Hydropower Dam expressed that farmers across the country have undertaken various environment conservations to protect the dam from flooding. The Council said the conservation which happened around the dam over the last 2 years is estimated towards about 23 billion birr. Fekadu Katama is the Communication Director of the Council. He said the effort being exerted by the farmers has a significant contribution for preserving the dam from siltation.
The environment protection and drainage structure are being undertaken by reaching to consensus with the farmers to keep the safety of the Grand Ethiopian Hydropower Dam. This year alone, more than 60 million farmers have participated in environment conservation on 13 million hectares of land.
Fekadu mentioned that the farmers have promised to prop up their efforts of preserving their environment for the next 5 years. They are also purchasing government saving bonds to help finance construction of the Grand Dam. Currently, the Grand Ethiopian Hydropower Dam is 24% complete, and half of the total 10 billion birr pledged by the public was collected. It was disclosed that other fundraising programs are also being designed with a bid to expedite construction of the dam.
In another development, employees of the National Palace on Thursday planted indigenous tree seedlings around Fulwaha. The move is part of the ongoing campaign aimed to enhance the green development strategy of the nation. The employees urged the public not only to plant seedlings but also protect them from damage to help them take roots well. Meanwhile, management members and government employees in Sidama zone have planted various tree seedlings with the same spirit. Physicians at the Queen Eleni Mohammed Memorial Hospital in Hadiya zone of the southern Ethiopia state have been able to remove 23 kilograms of cervical gland. The patient was reported to have spent 3 years carrying the gland. It was learned that the gland has successfully been removed by a surgery that took 1.5 hours. Dr. Ababa, who has taken part in the surgery, said the patient is now in a good health condition. Construction of Technology Institute being undertaken by Hawassa University with an outlay of 415 million birr is said to be well in progress. The university disclosed that 30% of the construction of the institute, which is being undertaken in 2 phases, has so far been completed. The first phase construction, which is underway at a cost of 164 million birr, includes classrooms, meeting hall, laboratory, offices and recreation centers. Construction of dormitories and student lounge will be undertaken with an outlay of 251 million birr in the second phase. When going fully operational in 2014-2015, the institute is anticipated to enroll 15,000 regular students. You're watching ETV News. We now have a look at 2 international news items from around Africa. Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni launched construction of a new dam on the Nile. The Karuma hydropower dam is estimated to cost $1.4 billion and would be constructed by the Chinese Sino Hydro Corporation. The dam is expected to provide 600 megawatts of electric power for the country's national grid. Museveni has praised the Chinese for focusing on primary sectors of the economy, such as infrastructure investment. Uganda's demand for electricity is currently increasing by 15% annually, according to the Uganda Electricity Transmission Company. South Sudan has unveiled a new diplomatic strategy aimed at strengthening relations with the government of Sudan. South Sudan's foreign ministry said on Wednesday that within the framework of peaceful coexistence, South Sudan affirms its readiness to deepen friendship, widen cooperation and enhance coordination with the government of Sudan. The spokesperson said his ministry's priority is to build relations with neighboring countries and beyond, starting with Sudan. Meanwhile, Sudan's Minister of Oil, Awad Al-Jaz, has announced that President al-Bashir has agreed to further extend the deadline to stop the flow of South Sudanese crude oil through Sudanese territory until September 6. The minister said the decision was taken in response to a request made by South Sudanese President Salva Kiir Mayardit.